Last year I made a video about the then newly released Casio CA-500. I mentioned that I wouldn't be getting one as they were charging a €40 premium over the standard CA-53. All that you were getting for that premium was the same watch but with a chrome plated resin case and a steel band. Well, it seems to me that Casio must have seen that video and taken note, because they have released 3 new models in the CA-500 range, but this time they have added some extra touches to make them more desirable. They've taken inspiration from one of their calculator clocks from their back catalogue and used design cues from that in 3 new variants of the CA-500. The calculator which they've taken design inspiration from is the CQ-1 from 1976. At the time, the CQ-1 was a marvel of integrated engineering. Not only was it a desktop calculator, but it also featured an alarm clock, a stopwatch and a calendar. It did come in a variety of colours, but Casio have used the white, the yellow and the red models as the basis for the CA-500. They have taken the colour schemes from these models and used them on the face designs of 3 CA-500 watches and have labelled the collection as heritage colours. The LCD display has also been given a green tint in order to mimic the VFD display on the calculator, and the font used for the mode select is also the same as that used on the calculator. For these reasons, I was impressed enough for them to call this a special edition model, and they have created a fine looking watch. The dimensions of the CA-500 are 43.2mm in length, 34.4mm in width and is fairly thin at 8.2mm. The materials used for the case are chrome covered resin and the crystal surrounding the display is acrylic. And the weight comes in at 53 grams. These dimensions probably won't mean much to you without comparison to another watch, so here it is alongside the LF20W, one of my favourite releases from last year. As you can see, they have almost the same width, but the CA-500 is slightly longer and thinner. The strap that comes with the watch is made of rolled steel. There's nothing outstanding about it as far as decoration is concerned, but it does its job and it does it well. I also appreciate the fact that it's easily adjustable and the clasp can be moved up and down with the use of a small screwdriver, so there's no need to remove links. Overall, because of its thin dimensions, it sits comfortably on the wrist, so here are some wrist shots for you to check out. Let's take a look at the features of the CA-500 now, and inside the case is the 3558 module, which has an accuracy rating of ±30 seconds a month. Battery life is around 5 years, coming from a single CR2016 battery cell. And the watch is rated as being water resistant, so it can withstand splashes, but I probably wouldn't risk taking it into the swimming pool. The main feature is of course the calculator. The rubber keys feel tactile and are easy to operate accurately. My only concern is how they'll hold up over time and whether they will perish, as rubber tends to do. You get a single daily alarm with an hourly signal. Dual time and a 1/100th of a second stopwatch that can count up to 24 hours. The feature which I would have liked to have seen included is a backlight. The CA-53 on which this watch is based is one of Casio's longest produced models, and yet in all that time it has never been given a backlight. Let's finish off now with a bonus, and I'll show you how to unlock the LCD test. To do so, hold down button B until the seconds start to flash and press button A 2 times. This might be easier to do if you turn the watch on its side. And this will activate all the LCD panels. Press button A to scroll through the test. This code shows the version of the firmware used to operate the watch, so if this code is showing, then you have a genuine CA-500. Press button A once more to exit the test. In using the colours from a 1970s calculator on the CA-500, Casio have created a watch that plays up to the vintage aesthetic. I also like the use of the green tint on the LCD, which mimics the display on the original calculator. The calculator watch is one of Casio's longest produced models, and adding a theming like on the CA-500 shows that there is still plenty of life left in the model. My only wish is that the module had been updated to include a backlight. Thanks very much folks, I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you next time.